How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Back to yet another review. A little bit of hop forward hopeful goodness in the form of Hop Butcher Brewing's Dun Dun Dun. Little Dun Dun Dun, a little double India Pale Ale. It is hopped with Amarillo, Citra, and Galaxy. Hop Butcher never had anything from these guys before, but lucky enough to have fantastic fucking viewers out there. And Jordan from out there in Chicagoland dropped me off a box of Chi-Town Hop Forwardness. So thank you very much, dude. Excited to dive in this because I really like the can. I mean, look at that shit. Super cool. It says dun 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 on it, but I kind of dig it. What else it says on here? Like I said, Amarillo, Citra, Galaxy Hop, Double India Pale Ale, 7.5% alcohol by volume. On here, it has tasty notes. It says white peach, orange blossom, and musky tropical fruit. Musky tropical fruit. And that'd be that. It's Hop Butcher for the World. It's the name of the brewery, actually. I think that's the whole thing. A little tasty note thing is kind of cool. It's got a little hops and a little... I just like the art design. It's simple to the point, but it just makes sense. And it's stylistic without being too ostentatious. Like the words I just used. Anyway, so... let's crack into it, see what she's got. Okay, so peanut butter just said hi. Chicago hops, man. It's, you know, I've had my fair share of Chicago-based beers, but a bulk of them have been that kind of Midwest hopped up beers that I've talked about, you know, previously. You know, your Pipes Works style stuff, all that kind of stuff. The couple of beers I've had from this box so far is more of your New England style hazy IPA. So. This one looks much the same. Pinky finger just under it. White, maybe hair off-white head. Super tight, compact bubbles. Nice creaminess to it. She's got that haze, baby. You know, soft orange glow with the kind of cataract-y kind of white kind of cataract thing kind of floating around there. So, yeah. She looks the part of the haze. See what she smells like. That smells pretty fucking fantastic, to be perfectly honest with you. It's got this soft melon vibe to it. It's not necessarily tropical fruit, it's melon all the way. You're getting kind of honeydew kind of cantaloupe thing floating around there. But then you get even a little bit of kind of like maybe subtly mango vibes. But then you have this nice kind of stone fruitiness, this peach, kind of tangerine kind of nectarine thing, kind of floating around in there. And that's it. I mean, there's a sweetness to it. Comes off slightly confectionery, slightly lactosey, so... don't think there's lactose in here, but it comes off that way. Yeah, almost like a nice kind of like a fresh fruit kind of trifle kind of thing going on there, to where you're getting kind of the fruit, but you're getting a little kind of confectionery from the kind of cake, a little confectionery from the kind of whipped cream kind of thing. So it has that kind of fruited, stone fruit, melony trifle thing going on. So it smells pretty freaking good. So yeah, she looks good. She smells good. Let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. Hey, I didn't really talk much about the bitterness because there wasn't much there in the nose. But in this, there's a decent amount of bitterness in the mouth. Probably as much as the sweetness, which is a pretty fucking awesome thing. Yeah, she's soft. She's creamy. She's tasty, but that bittering comes off weedy, but not too kind of green weedy, enough to kind of really kind of get me kind of hot and bothered. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, it's weird because the fruit flavors combined with the hop flavor is like sneaky kind of strong. Like sneaky, like someone creeping behind your camera to feed your cat kind of sneaky, but at the same time, the actual like hops themselves and like the bittering and the fruitiness is big enough to kind of, where it just kind of, you know, pops and stuff. I kind of dig it. This is probably one of the better beers that I've had from the Midwest, hop forward wise, in a while. I mean, me, when I'm talking about Midwest, you know, I'm kind of thinking of a lot of breweries that do a lot of big, bolder, darker beers. But yeah, this is one of the better representations of the New England style beers that I've had outside of the Northeast, to be perfectly honest with you. It's that softness that gets me. It gets that, and almost that, like that water nerd thing I talk about when it comes to like Equilibrium or District 96, those kind of breweries. Has that water nerd vibe thing going on too. So yeah, super tasty stuff. Is it gonna blow you away with hops in any one direction? No. It's not like, oh my god, it's kind of crazy this and crazy that. Obviously, there's a decent bit of dry hopping going on. That's where you're gonna getting that kind of graininess and the big kind of hop punch to it. But the balance between the sweetness and hop just fucking works. Yeah, and the softness. That softness, baby. That's what it does for me. So anyway, let's cut off the chase. Is it one of the better double IPAs that I've had as of late? Actually, yeah. I drink quite a few, so this one just kind of just hits me all in the right places. What do they talk about here? White peach. Okay, I kind of talked about that. Orange blossom. I didn't really get much orange blossom in there. Now, orange blossom, you're talking about kind of a more floral thing. Orange itself, so, you know, it's not so much orange. Musky tropical fruits. I think that's this melon vibe I'm getting. When they talk musky, I think they're talking more rindy, and that's kind of like, not even rindy, like you ever bite into like a cantaloupe or honeydew and you kind of eat the flesh that's a little bit closer to the rind. That's what I think they're trying to talk about with the musky portion of the show. But yeah, we fail to talk about that softness around it. So they should put like some weird kind of soft thing on there. I don't know what would you use? What kind of graphic you use for soft? I don't know. My belly or something? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, yes, it's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. Value and availability, I have no idea. Somebody out there in the Midwest, maybe Jordan, maybe somebody else, clue me in, see what this is all about. I assume it's brewery only. If this is your shelfies out there, then you guys are doing all right. And just leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like good beer. If you like the big heavy hitters here in the Northeast, if you like, you know, your Trilliums and your Tree Houses and those kind of breweries, and those are the ones that really do it for you. You want something that actually is doing it and doing it well, not just trying to make a kind of carbon copy just to kind of appease the people that really fucking freak the fuck out over those beers. You're making it, but you're also making it really well. That's who should drink this. The person that is coveting the actual deliciousness of the beer, not the look and all that bullshit that pomp around the beer. It's actually just a really tasty beer, and you should drink it. There you go. Another review of the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did anywhere in between, down there, Awards and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive Beers, all four of those places if you want to check this guy out somewhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice hot butcher for the world. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheers.